Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a kitchen tour. So if you've been subscribed for a little bit, you know that recently, a couple months ago, Rob and I moved into our new house, our first home that we've bought together. And I decided, instead of waiting until the whole house is completed with exactly what we want to do, every time a room is finished, I'm going to do a tour because some things are going to just take a lot longer than others, and that's okay. So today we're doing the first of all the room tours, which is the kitchen, because it's done. I think the only thing we would add, I will tell you when we get there, but otherwise the kitchen is completed. So we're going to do a little tour today. I'm going to show you what I have on the counters, what I use them for, show you inside the cabinets, and also show you our dining area. It is a pretty basic kitchen. It's not super big, it's not super small, and I'm excited to show it to you. So let's just get right on in. Okay, so when you come into our house, our kitchen is right off the front door. So this is the doorway into the kitchen. And right as you enter the kitchen, there is this piece of wood covering our breaker, which the previous owners set that up, and I think it's a super great way to hide the breaker. And then we're going to move over to the sink area. The first thing by our sink area, to the right of our sink, is we have this air fryer. We had another air fryer for a couple of years that I loved, and I ended up gifting it to a friend because I really wanted this kitchen to have an aesthetic and a theme and similar colors and all of that. So I wanted to get an air fryer that kind of went with it. And so I got the Drew Barrymore air fryer in sage, and I love it. It works wonderful. It's so pretty, and we use it all the time. We're big air fryer people. So I really, really love it. Right here, this is just a little colander thing that I found in the Target dollar slot. And usually I just put fruit or something in there that I want to ripen quickly, because we keep all of our fruit in the fridge. So sometimes I'll put an avocado in there overnight so the next day I can use it, things like that. And then we have this little fake plant arrangement that used to be in our apartment on our island there. And so that's kind of the setup. This cabinet has all of our Tupperware in it. We don't have a ton, but we definitely have room to grow when we buy more Tupperware. Also, right below this area is our dishwasher, and obviously we use that all the time. Okay, so right next to the air fryer, there are two switches. One of them is the garbage disposal, and one of them turns on and off these under cabinet lights, which we have on pretty much all the time. But those are what those two switches are. Then we come over to the sink area. We have this really pretty window that looks right out into our driveway area, and has this we have a fig tree right outside that I get to stare at when I do dishes, so that's really nice. This sink is very large, and it's a farmhouse sink. The brand on it says Kraus. We did not do anything to this house. We had no say in any of these major appliances, so we got really lucky that we have this massive sink. And it has a faucet that comes out, and we can spray the dishes and things. You've definitely seen many clips of me cleaning dishes, so I know you already know about it. So under the sink, these are fake drawers. Obviously they're not real, but we have just lots of cleaning supplies down here. It's not the most organized, but that's where we keep all of those things. And then there's this little cabinet right here that does open, and inside is a bunch of cutting boards. To the left of the sink, we have our little sponge dispenser and some more sponges here to wash dishes. I bought this little dish at the Target dollar spot recently, and I've just been putting my ring on it when I wash dishes because obviously I don't want to get dish soap on it, and I don't want it to fall down the drain. And then we have our Keurig machine. We have the Keurig Mini, I believe, just like in the gray color. Rob is the one that uses this. I don't really use it, but obviously we needed a coffee maker. Okay, I'm quickly going to show you the cabinets down here and then we'll focus on the rest of the counter. But this is where the cutting boards were. And then this little drawer just has like an apron and some things for the Keurig, because it's a very small drawer. And then this is like one of those big Lazy Susan corner cabinets, and it just has all of our pots and pans and mixing bowls and colanders and all of those types of larger kitchen supplies. This drawer has our silverware in it. We realized after moving in, I didn't notice this when we were touring the house, that there isn't really any big drawers in this kitchen, so we had to figure out a solution, and we got this like silverware organizer that I can link below. And I'm going to link below anything in the kitchen that I can find a link to, but that's our silverware drawer. And then this cabinet doesn't really have much in it. Really the only thing in it is like chip clips and aluminum foil and like gallon bags and things like that. Okay, so I'm right next to the coffee maker now and above all those cabinets I just showed you. And there's a lot of different things back here. We got a Google Nest recently, so that's been sitting here. We really love it. My KitchenAid is here. I have some like decorative boards like for serving and stuff, and I put them against the wall here to cover the plug that the Nest is plugged into. We also have this little, oh, what are these called? I don't know, but we like use it to like smash up things like spices or guacamole or something. And then this is my true pride and joy, so I'm going to give you a really good look at it. So this is a project that I really wanted to do when we moved into the house, and it was to set up these little spice jars. So I got this rack at Target, these jars on Amazon, and the labels on Etsy, and I'll link all of it below. But I love it so much. The only thing about it that, like if you're not a big heavy seasoner of something, is that there is no like stopper. So when you pour the spice out, you gotta be slow or just know a lot is gonna come out. But Rob and I are really heavy on like seasoning the food we cook, so I love it so much. It's right by the stove, makes it super nice to cook with. I'm obsessed with it. All right, I'm gonna show you what's in the cabinets above like this main counter area. Right above the coffee maker, we have some bowls, and we have room to grow in all these cabinets. They're super high up, which is really nice. You would think we would have mugs above the coffee machine, but we actually put all of our mugs and cups in this cabinet because it's one of those like triangle cabinets, so it just has way more room. So this shelf has all of our mugs. This has all of our cups and glasses and like to-go cups and all of that. And up there is basically empty. We just have some shot glasses there just because we don't use those regularly, but we don't want to get rid of them. So they're up there, and there's pretty much nothing behind them because we are not tall people. So lots of our top cabinets are empty. And then this cabinet holds all of our plates. We have smaller plates and larger plates down here. And just like everything else, there's an empty shelf at the top. Okay, so right next to the spice rack area is our stove and our oven. So this is just an electric stove. It came with our house. On top of it, I have a mocha pot and a candle that's usually burning. This is our microwave. It also came with our house. Inside, I really need to clean it, but there's this shelf in it, and then also like a little dish that you use to cover the food you're heating up. Up here, I don't really think there is much. Oh, there is stuff up here. So above our microwave, we have our waffle maker and our lunch boxes. Obviously, I'm not using my lunch box right now because I'm not going to work right now. But come a couple weeks from now, I will be using it again all the time. So the little section right next to the stove, we have Cholula and some oils and things that we use when we cook. And then we have our big like container of cooking utensils and different kinds of knives that we might need. And then we have a spoon rest right here. This cabinet is kind of random. It holds measuring cups, a lighter for the candle, a pair of kitchen shears because I don't have a cover for them. I lost it and I don't want the cats to accidentally cut themselves if they're like left pointed up or anything. I don't know, I'm paranoid about it. We have some different little jars and things that'll come out at different times of the year. And then all of our, and then up here is like our back stock of spices to fill the little spice jars. Okay, so the drawer at the bottom of the oven holds like baking sheets and things like that. This drawer is the last drawer in our kitchen. We only have 3. And this is holding straws and other little kitchen tools like a pan opener, a pizza cutter, little paring knives, a peeler, things like that that are too small to put into this basket. And then some little fruit silicone things in the back. This cabinet holds some more baking dishes mostly and like casserole dishes. So that's what's down in this cabinet. Right next to the stove is our refrigerator. We did not choose this refrigerator just like we didn't choose any other appliance. And I'm not really going to open it because we don't really have a lot of food right now. There's nothing amazing about it. But I am obsessed with our little ice water machine. I love getting crushed ice. It's amazing. Right next to our fridge is our pantry. So up here we don't have a very organized pantry, so don't judge us too much. But Rob keeps his big water bottle in here so the cats don't like try to play with it. Otherwise, we have like some breakfast items, some coffee, some baking items up there, things we don't use that much. That's kind of what this section is. And then down here, you can tell we have no food. We have things like taco shells and like tortillas here. We have pastas here, some sauces and the muffins I made, and then usually snacks are down there, but we very much need to go grocery shopping, so that was quite boring. But that's our pantry. Okay, so the pantry is also where another entryway into the kitchen is from like the main living room section. And so I'm going to show you the dining area before I show you the rest of this kitchen, just so we make a big full circle. And plus this area is one of my favorites, so I want to save it for last. Okay, so right as you come out from the pantry, this is like the little dining area. We got this circle table. Actually, we got the table and the decor on the table both from Target. And these chairs are from Overstock. The vlogs in the spring kind of showed the saga of trying to get this table, so we really love it. And I've put little like pads on the bottom of the chairs so they don't scratch the floor. It's a perfect size for the room, for us, and yeah, we really like how it looks. Okay, so right as you walk back in from the pantry and from the little dining area, we have this large island that's, I think, meant to be a bar, but the space between here and the cabinet is not that big, so we don't plan on adding bar stools just because I don't think there'd be a lot of room, and I think it would cut off using this space because this is like the main counter space we use when we cook. And also these cabinets down here we use, so we don't want to block them. But I do love having this big counter area and being able to see into the rest of the house. So let me show you what's in the cabinets below. So in this first one we have our cat food, some tools and vases, a little blender, some oven mitts, and some cookbooks. Super random, but that's what I think these cabinets are meant for, is like the random things that you don't know where else to put. Okay, this cabinet is holding other bigger appliances we don't want out, like our blender, our crock pot, our toaster, and our rice cooker. On the ground right next to this, leading into the wall, is our trash can and our little cat water fountain. Okay, and this is by far my favorite little corner of our kitchen. It's also the end of this kitchen tour, but at the end of our island, we have this little corner shelf. This basket usually holds mail, my purse, things that we need to remember. It's kind of like a catch-all basket, and then we have a vase there that I switched the flowers out, and these flowers definitely need to get switched out soon, but I really like that corner. The shelves that we have on the wall used to be in our bedroom in the apartment. They're from IKEA, and I will link them. But they're definitely used more for decor. And I really, really like how they turned out. So we have this little bell that my friend got me in Puerto Rico, a fake IKEA plant, this big serving bowl from Anthropologie, this little canister from Marshall's, these measuring cups from Anthropologie, and another fake plant from a Marshall's or a Home Goods. Up here, we have these 3 plastic containers. I don't know where I got them, but I bet I could find a link to them like on Amazon or something. They're holding rice, protein powder, and is this one empty? Yeah, it's empty. So I don't know what we'll put in there, but something eventually. And then this last corner, there's a little truck from the Target dollar spot, this little canister that our friend got us in Mexico, and then this fake plant from IKEA. Okay, so that's our kitchen. I feel like I just flew through that, but I didn't want this video to be too long. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really love our kitchen, and I'm excited to share other parts of our house with you once they are completed. So have a wonderful day. Keep spreading positivity, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Time's been bad, you put smiles on it.